All right, it's recording.
Wow, what a nice picnic. A nice picnic in the name of Godmother.
Love it. Cheers, Mom.
Cheers. You know how everybody talks about Godmother, how she's the best? She's so creative. You can read the comments on Instagram, constantly talking about Godmother. I love your stuff. You're amazing. You're the greatest. Now imagine being her mother.
Imagine being her big sister.
I am
You know-
beyond proud of my daughter. Some people may say she's weird and quirky and her stuff is so unheard of. And the more I hear that, the better I feel.
Yeah. Honestly, we grew up together. We basically grew up as twins. Me and Godmother, aka Britt, aka B. I call her B. That's my girl. I've never had a closer friend, person, anyone in my life besides Britt. She is everything. She is a powerhouse, the coolest person you could ever meet. I'm proud to be her sister. My kids are proud that she's their godmother.
And let me
she is my
add-
son's godmother, so she actually solidifies her name as godmother. Because my son Maximil now has a godmother. I love it. It's very fun, and we do everything together. I love Britt. That's my girl.
Now let me talk about Godmother on another side. We're talking about Godmother as a corporate genius. If there's an issue that I need, anything that I worried about financially, budgeting, ideas, finances, real estate, you name it, I call my daughter. Who would call their daughter years younger than you, to get useful, creative information? Me. I trust my daughter in everything that she does. Everything. Godmother's an artist, not only in art, but in every aspect of her life, she's an artist.
She's always been an artist since the day she was born. Again, we're really close. We're only 14 months apart. That is my sister. I'm a little bit older, but it doesn't matter. We would always color, draw, paint. Every time she would color, draw, or paint, it always was this much better than mine, and then this much better than mine. And I'm always like, how do you come up with these ideas? How can you draw so nice in the lines, such even lines? Like, she just always had the best creative mind since I can even remember. It was always me and her, and she's always coming up with these crazy ideas, doing all this crazy stuff, and you know, all these outfits and hairstyles. It was beyond anything anybody can imagine. She came up with things that no one can even think of, and it's so inspiring because you don't see that, but people will gravitate towards that because she's so authentically herself. She doesn't want to be anybody else. She never has been in her entire life. Only have ever been Britt, Godmother. That is it. And you can't change that from her, and it's never going to change because that's who she is. And that's something to admire. That's the coolest thing I know about my sister.
I always knew my daughter was going to be an artist. And not just because she can draw, because anybody can draw and be called an artist. But when you would ask her, Britt, can you draw a house? And you can ask 10 other people, can you draw a house? And you look at what she drew, and you'd be like, how did you come up with that idea? That's my daughter. And I tried to explain to her, you are different. She's like, Mom, you're just saying that because you're my mom. I believed in her so much that I saved all her drawings. And I have two things here that I want to show. These are about 30 years old, these drawings, maybe 20. I have one here that I kept. And I think she was in second grade or in third grade. I have a dream that someday I will be a good artist. To make my dreams come true, I must work hard. I must practice drawing. I would have to be a nice person. The things that I like to draw best are landscape. That's kind of changed, but this is very young. She knew what she wanted to be. Imagine knowing what you wanted to be. I have a few of her drawings, and I have another one that I had to bring because she always mentioned what she wanted to be when she grew up. When I grow up, I'd like to be an artist An artist that draws lots of pictures, an artist that paints lots of pictures. An artist always has to be a nice person. An artist has to practice very hard. An artist draws cartoons for the newspaper. Sometimes an artist molds sculptures. I want to be one of the greatest artists in the world. Bang, she did it. She's the greatest artist in the world.
She is.
My daughter, godmother, is by far, in my eyes, I think in a lot of people's eyes, the greatest artist ever. Ever. I'm so proud of my daughter. I want to take a salute to that.
Yep, so we'll leave this video here, cheersing to our one and only, unique, #1, beautiful human soul,
Beautiful,
godmother, the God, Brit, godmother, and cheers to that.
the baddest
We
godmother.
love you, Brit.
La madrina, the godmother of artists.
We love you, God. Okay.
6 minutes.